I finally filed for my LLC for my content creation business, and today I'm going to share with you my top 3 reasons for doing so. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and leave a comment below. For months, I've been researching about when is the best time to start an LLC. I've seen questions like, how much money should you make before you start an LLC? But today I'm going to be sharing my personal reasons regarding why I decided to move forward and start my LLC. So let's get into it. Number 1, legal protection. All right, I got a wife, I have kids, and the last thing I need is somebody coming for my personal assets because I'm signing all of these contracts in my personal name literally every day. And I know sometimes as creators, we can be so focused on just signing to get the money that we forget that our signature actually holds us legally liable, which means no matter how airtight you think a contract may be, there's always the possibility of risk. Brands could be dissatisfied with the content you provided for whatever reason, and they can come after you. They could sue you. But if you have an LLC, they can come after your business in those situations if you have one. And I don't know about you, but I'm working way too hard to be exposing myself to so much risk knowingly. Like, it's one thing if you don't know about the risks involved, but it's another thing when you actually know. And of course, you will have to decide what level of risk you are okay with in your business. Reason number 2, tax benefits. If you have been making decent money creating content, I'm telling you right now, you will owe taxes. And having a business entity like an LLC will allow you to write off business expenses, bringing your taxable income down. And also, if you're an LLC, you could be taxed as an S corp, which could possibly save you a ton of extra money on taxes. Reason number 3, credibility. Like, some brands may be more inclined to work with you knowing that you take your business so serious to actually incorporate. That's just how it is. It's kind of like, do you go with the business who has a website or one who doesn't? Or do you go with the creator who has their website domain linked or the one who doesn't? Like, if you had to pick between the two, you'll probably lean towards the domain. You'll probably lean towards being incorporated because it's just a level of professionalism and credibility that comes with filing your LLC. And this isn't everybody's story, but for me, making the decision to file for an LLC, it forced me to get organized. Because truth be told, I wasn't. I was mixing funds and literally had zero knowledge about running a business. I started creating content this time last year, just hoping to make a couple $100s a month. And this year it's July and I've already made close to $50,000 just creating content. And so I'm sharing that with you to say, I was not structured for growth at all. I was paying for my business subscriptions out of my personal account. Funds were just mixed all up. It was confusing myself. But now I got my business checking account and I'll be posting a video about that soon to let you know what bank I went with. And I'm working on getting my business credit card next, which I can now use my new EIN number to apply for, and the credit utilization on that card will not impact my personal credit score. And what I'm doing here, I'm thinking about the future. I'm preparing myself now for the growth that I want to see. Do I need a business credit card right now? Absolutely not. But there's no telling how far this thing could go. And I don't want to make the same mistake by not being prepared for the next level. Okay, so now I want to talk to you about how I started my LLC. I made a post on Threads back in May saying, hey, I'm thinking about starting my LLC. And I was asking for some tips and some ideas. And so many people got in the comment section giving me advice. Some suggested that I use Taylor brands. Some suggested that I just do it myself to save money. But a good content creator friend of mine who y'all all know in the UGC space, Samantha, she recommended Zen Business and I decided to go with them, and I'm so glad that I did. You see, I'm a huge proponent of outsourcing stuff that I'm not an expert in, and I didn't have the free time to research and all that. So Zen Business literally took care of all of it for me so fast, and it was really a smooth process. All I did was answer some quick questions about my business, my experience, what I do, and they took care of the rest. And here's the timeline of how that went. On June 12th, I created my account with Zen Business and submitted my payment. Based on the options that I chose and the California state filing fee, it was a total of $269 for me. On June 14th, I got my articles of organization from the Secretary of State. On June 17th, I got my articles of information. And on the 18th, I got my new EIN number. And just throwing this out there, even if you don't get an LLC, you should definitely get an EIN number as a sole proprietor. I've heard so many horror stories of some companies sending tax documents with your social security number on it to other creators on accident. And we already know the kind of risk that involves. We don't have time to be worried about those things that could have been avoided because we got a business to build. And shortly after I got my EIN number, just 2 days later on June 20th, I signed my first contract for $700 for one video under my new LLC Castle Creative Code. Now, I'm not telling you as a content creator that you need an LLC. All I'm saying is that if you are looking to take your business serious or literally limit the liability when it comes to all the contracts that you are signing and exposing yourself to, then I highly recommend it. All right, that's all I got for you today. If you are interested in becoming a content creator or seeing what that looks like behind the scenes while trying to balance a 9-to-5, a family, a marriage, if that's you, then I guarantee you that my content will be for you in some shape, form, or fashion. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and I'll catch you in the next video.